Welcome to Soulful Conversations with Gaia and Patti.
Real, heart-centered, and fun conversations about life. Hi, everyone. So today we are going to chat about balancing self-care and how to enhance it with gratitude.
Hi, I'm Patti Osveric, a coaching for inspiration with Patti, a leadership and work-life balance coach, Reiki master, podcaster, and blogger. And I am committed to helping managers and supervisors and others to become better leaders and live a more purposeful, balanced life outside of work.
And I'm Gaia Sharangella, life evolution mentor and soul coach, and experienced in various complementary and medicine healing modalities. And I am passionate to empower heart-centered women struggling with overwhelm, worries, experiencing stagnancy and dissatisfaction with their life to regain self-confidence and live a more joyful, balanced, and uncomplicated and deeply satisfying life. So today, Patti and I are going to chat about the importance of self-care in our daily lives and how really gratitude enters the picture. So just to introduce to you just, some examples. And Patti, probably you will remember from our last chat, our last month, and maybe also the people that are following us. You may know from the previous episode that this summer has been really fun for me. And I realized as well that all the things that I was going to do to enhance my mental and physical well-being were actually part of embodying self-care. I didn't realize at the time, at the beginning of the summer, was like, okay, I will go just for some fun. But then I realized that this really was a journey for me for healing and also for self-care, and how really I wanted to use some tools for self-care in my day-to-day activities. So meaning that I am giving to self-care now a different meaning, which is really do what lights up your soul. So in this case, in this example, for me was traveling. So self-care for me became really do something that enhance the love for yourself. So for example, I started also to take more care of my body and the way I was filling my days with activities. So, Patti, tell us about something you want to share. If you want to share with us some personal experiences or maybe your views about self-care.
Sure, thank you, Gaia. This summer, I did go away for a week, and it was nice. I didn't work at all. I spent time with my daughter and her husband and the grandkids. And we went somewhere cool because I live in Arizona and it's very, very hot.
Yeah.
So it was nice getting away. And what was really nice was I would sit out on the porch and I would drink my coffee and I would hear the trees moving in the breeze. And sometimes there would be like a light rainfall because we were in Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just so beautiful and so calming. And just watching, there was a lake, and just looking out to the lake and seeing the boaters and seeing people fishing, and it was just really, really relaxing. And the self-care part that came into it was I actually left my laptop and everything home so that I could enjoy those special moments. And that is important, that you take time off away from work. And that means even checking your emails, all of the things that you do. You need that time to self-reflect, take some time out for you, and spend those special moments with a loved one, or even love yourself. Maybe spend time with friends. but get away from the technology is real important, I think, for self-care, because we get so distracted with our phone and with all of the information that's coming towards us, that we need that time to settle down and just rest for a while.
Yeah, wow, it sounds like you had a lovely time.
I did.
So do you feel like you're recharged right now?
Yeah, but now I'm catching up on everything.
Okay. Well,
so sometimes right now I feel a little rushed because I'm like, my to-do list isn't getting finished, but that's okay. We need to do that. We need to slow down, take some time out for us,
yeah,
and mentally and physically recharge our batteries.
yeah.
And
Actually,
spend time in nature. Nature is so, I'm sorry, Gaia. Nature is so important. It helps calm your soul and just feel so much better if you get out there and spend time in nature.
yeah, well, really, I think reinforces really the connection with the whole universe, right? So there is no more separation between us and the rest of the world. So yeah, I love the fact that you touched upon the list, the to-do list, because that's something that we always have when we do stuff during the day. But one thing that I really noticed is that sometimes self-care is actually thought like really a series, even the self-care, a series of items to check off of a list. So we hear a lot of people talking about self-care, what people do for self-care, but really not how to find the type of self-care which is actually right for us, and how then to sustain in our day-to-day lives. So self-care at that point becomes just something to check off from a list, I believe. And I think that is not really self-care, it's just the tip of the iceberg. Maybe it's a list that we find on internet, or a list that the last healing guru gives us, or do what our friends are doing. And of course, we need to start somewhere, but I think that just things to do on a checklist just for self-care, not talking about, generally our work, and are just the first layer of self-care. What do you think, Patti, about the way self-care is understood just in general?
I think everybody's unique and has different ways of feeling calm and peaceful. Not everybody's the same. So trying out new things for self-care. Self-care could be going outside for 5 minutes and just with bare feet and putting your feet on the grass or on the ground, just recharging. Self-care could be going and to the chiropractor or an acupuncturist, or going and getting your nails done, or just going outside, like I said, and drink a cup of coffee and watch the birds. It doesn't have to be a lot at one time, like taking a whole week off. It's little daily actions that make a difference. So I'll give you an example of me. In the morning, I get up, I make my coffee. I go and lay down. I have an acupuncture mat. I lay down on that for 10 minutes. And then I go and I stretch out my back on my aversion table for a few minutes. I have scoliosis, so that helps. It helps. Also, you're laying there and you're not doing anything. You can meditate, pray, or whatever. And meditation and prayer are very important. If you can do 5 minutes a day meditating or praying, or both. it takes you away from everything that's hitting you. Saying affirmations is a way for self-care, I feel. Some people don't agree with that, but it's whatever is
Right.
good for you
You,
and that you put into your schedule. And putting yourself into the schedule of your day is very important, because you're important. And if you take that time, that few minutes, to have some peace, quiet in your daily life, you're not going to be as scattered or overwhelmed because you took those few minutes for you.
yeah. I love that you say that. It's basically for you just taking time out of our busy life to really take care of ourselves. So yeah, I agree with that. The only thing that I would suggest people, it's just not to think that those items that we check off a list and we go for, for a massage or something, it's just a one-off. And
Yes.
then we go back to our same old, because then we don't really create a habit. So to me, also practicing self-care is showing love for yourself. So it can be in the body, can be in the mind, in spirit, in all of them. And this love is rooted in being kind to yourself, knowing that taking care of you comes before even taking care of others. And I also think that in order to embody this love and care for ourselves, we need to remind ourselves to be grateful every day. That is my take, on the tools of gratitude, how gratitude fits into the picture of self-care. Because for the body, we need to be grateful every day for our body, for our qualities, for the people, the situation we have in our lives, and the good and the bad, the good situation, the bad situations. But I think that from this sense of deep gratitude and reverence for life, we then find the strength to take care of ourselves. So gratitude becomes a tool really to explore all the ways we can love and nurture ourselves. Because if I'm grateful for my body, that's what I'm discovering, especially this period. I'm taking attention more, being more careful of what I eat. And if I do more or less physical activities, especially it's becoming a lot on the body for me. And if I'm grateful for my body and my health, then I want to continue to take care of it. So gratitude becomes then the motivator behind my self-care. It's not my list of things I need to do this, but I need really, since I'm grateful for this thing, I want to carry over. But as you said, it needs really to be appropriate and tailored for each one of us, for what we need. So if I'm grateful for things that I enjoy doing, I want to continue to enjoy the world around me. So it doesn't start to me from a list of things to try, but rather from what I need in a certain moment in my life. What do you think about gratitude? How that really fits into the picture?
I think when you're grateful for things in your life, that reflects the blessings that you have. And if you're looking at your blessings and your gratitude, and you're saying, I'm thankful for my family, I'm thankful for my friends, I'm thankful for my health, I'm thankful for just the little things in your day, your house, your car, all of those things. It changes your perspective, because we're getting hit with so many negative things that thinking about what you have in your life and the good things in your life helps balance everything that is coming at you. And actually spending time in thinking, what am I grateful for today? What happened today that I am blessed with something that is very special. Each day, even if it's a bad day, there is something that you can be grateful for. Whether it's your house, your car, your animal, your pet. There's always something that you can be grateful for. And just reflecting on the day and saying, oh, this is what happened today, and this is what I'm grateful for today, can really change your mindset and help you be healthy and create the life that you want, because you're grateful for what you have. And if you're grateful for what you have, more positive things come into your life.
Yeah. So you're more motivated. Basically, you agree, you're more motivated to do something loving for yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So we could give maybe some, I think, some practical tips how to maintain this sense of self-care throughout our daily lives. So I think personally, like, gratitude becomes really the lens to see what is really what is already great in our lives and how we can use those things to nourish ourselves. So I would say start paying attention about what you, not others, your family or people at work or friends really enjoy doing. Or what do you like about yourself? So that's the first thing we can focus on. And as you said, just focus even during the day what already happened and what you're grateful for. And then start asking, how can I improve this part of me or this part of my life? How can I treat with better and, more reverence my body, my emotional self? And or if there is any part of me that lacks consideration, what do I need to nurture and sustain this part? So something you have, something you are missing. And not just find 3 things, 100 things. Maybe it can be just one thing in your day. And then how can you replicate these effects of that one thing in your life? So making basically a habit. Because my point is, as I was telling you at the beginning, really, we don't just do one activity that enhance our own well-being and that's it, it's one and done. We just should try really to embody and just not think an activity just to cross out our list or one thing that just we do because maybe we are too stressed and want to break the routine. But it's more something that we may get used to do. We incorporate in our routine. Actually, then it becomes a new routine, becomes a change. Would you advise for people how to better take care of themselves?
For my clients, I recommend that they do different things that light them up during the day. One of the things is that if they're having a hard time at work or something like that, to do daily affirmations to get them through the day. Affirmations help you to, if you recite them, it kind of wires you to change your thinking pattern from the negative to more calm and peace, because you can get through the day with those actions that you're saying throughout the day. But having a plan, say mind, body, and soul, how can I feed each one throughout the day? It doesn't have to be time consuming or anything, but if you're doing something to help you mentally, emotionally, and physically throughout your day, your week, or just helping you with what you want in your life. Not everybody's the same. Everybody has different work-life balance plans, but the plan works for them. What I may like and what you may like might be two different things.
Yeah.
But try new things. But also, like Gaia said, having a habit helps, because if you're picking a couple things to do each day, like if you meditate or pray each morning when you get up, or at night, or both, you're setting that habit so that you're doing it. And if you enjoy that, that's very important too, is that you like what you're doing. You can incorporate healthy eating, like Gaia said, changing a little bit of your eating patterns can help, and do it consistently to make that change and make the difference. Going for a 10-minute walk, listening to some uplifting music each day, getting your body moving, that helps too.
Right.
So just incorporating new things into your life, and also keeping the old things that you enjoy that help you mind, body, emotions, and your spirit.
That's great. Yeah. These are really awesome suggestions. So yeah, and I really hope that our listeners may maybe give us their thoughts and see if they think in the same way or maybe differently. So yeah, and I hope really that this discussion was really helpful. Patti, do you want to add anything else to this conversation?
Well, thanks, Gaia. Just remember, if it stresses you out then that's not what self-care is. Self-care is about helping you to feel good, whether you're journaling with gratitude, saying your affirmations, all of those different things. If it's causing more overwhelm, then that's not being self-care. And like Gaia said, putting it on a checklist. It's something that you want to enjoy and you can incorporate in your life that doesn't cause you overwhelm.
Right. It may be just sort of guidance, something like, okay, I would like to try this and this and that, but it doesn't really necessarily mean that I need to try everything now or everything at once. And right. Yeah, otherwise, if it stress you out, yeah, as Patti said, it's not self-care.
Yeah.
We shouldn't really overwhelm our lives that more than they are actually already
right.
Busy. Yeah.
And one of the things that I talk to people about is looking at your life and saying, what am I not enjoying that I'm possibly doing? Say it's a volunteer position. Say it's something that you've been asked to do, but you don't enjoy it. Maybe that's something that you can release and delegate or quit, and then put something good in its place. Maybe a self-care action.
Yeah, I feel that's a good point. Actually, great point. I feel like actually releasing what doesn't serve us in a certain moment of our lives, it's actually the first really bigger act of self-love and self-care that we can give to ourselves. So that's really true.
Yes. Remove the things that you don't enjoy.
Yes.
That you can possibly remove. And I think that'll make a difference, because you want to do things that you enjoy, things that you feel like you have to do, or and I'm talking in your personal life. A lot of people take on things that other people might enjoy doing instead of them. And and look at it that way. I'm giving up this opportunity, or I'm giving this opportunity to somebody else that will enjoy it.
Yeah.
And
yeah, that's great. You help spreading actually the love for, you know, other activities for someone else. So you're giving the gift of self-care to someone else.
yes,
Take this if you enjoy doing that. Yeah.
Yeah, because if you're doing something in, you know, volunteering or something that you're not enjoying, somebody else would love to have that.
Yeah.
Because that fills their cup, but it's not filling your cup. So go ahead and say, you know what, I think it's time for me to move on to something else that will fill my cup.
Yeah. No, that's important. That's a really great point. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So I hope all of you enjoyed our conversations. You found some inspirations and some good tips and food for thought. And please let us know how, you know, how this conversation really sparked your light bulb, you know. And yeah, and we will see you for the next episodes of Soul Conversations with Gaia and Patti next month.
Thank you for listening and watching.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.